Stage, our graduation speaker to represent the graduating class of 2009, Simon Hoagland.
Sorry to do this to you, but I'm not going to be nearly as polished as Chef Gottlich was. Did you taste this crap before you brought it up to me? Salt more, salt less. Mix more. Whose brick is in the oven? A few of the quotes you will never hear again. Now flash forward to now. 15 months later, we're all sitting here wondering, what's next? Where do we go from here? Well, all I have is a couple of key points to tell you all. Ferdinand once said that he used this quote as an indicator of what an unfamiliar restaurant would turn out, how an unfamiliar restaurant would turn out. If the chef is thin, I will dine poorly. If he is both thin and sad, the only hope is flight. Something that sums up exactly what I want to tell you all, and that is passion. You have to have passion for what you do, passion for what you believe in, and stick to that. Doesn't matter if you want to hawk pans on QVC, run a successful catering business, open up a fine dining 5-star restaurant. Without your passion, you're never going to get anywhere. But what happens when you've achieved your goal? You've opened that 5-star restaurant. Where do you go? That's where passion again helps you out. Passion is what's going to help you get to the next level, the next endeavor, the next adventure. You're not going to be floundering like so many people who didn't end up here with us are going to be doing. You're going to know exactly what you're doing. And at this point, I want to take a minute to thank you all, because you all have inspired me. You all have taught me things. You all have brought me to this point. And if you look around at everybody else that's here, you'll see that that's the case. Nobody got here alone. You all have a support system that helped you get here. You can look around in your classes. Angel helped me make the best ribs of my life. Jenny has this butternut squash trick that is just amazing. But you never would have experienced it if you hadn't had the dedication and the passion to see this through. I enjoyed the teamwork. This place helped us to make us into what we're going to be in the real world. And whether we like it or not, this is the real world. In the kitchen, when there's somebody who's very angry at you, using a very sharp chef knife, that's going to happen out there too. Every time you're faced with an interpersonal communication breakup in the real world, happened here too. Every time you're cranky, you really don't want to be here, but you push through. Why? Because of passion. That happened here. That happens in the real world too. Something interesting that I was thinking as I was walking down the aisle is, what are we going to do tomorrow? I mean, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to go to work, but it's not going to be routine. Because we all have a plan. We all have something that we want to do. And the great thing about it is we have our whole lives ahead of us. I know I don't want to be corny and say commencement is a time where it commences our lives, but it kind of is. So I want to thank Le Cordon Bleu, Miss Franklin, Cynthia Thomas, Chef Copeland. Yeah, Chef Copeland. And all the rest of the chefs that helped us see this. Helped us see what's inside of us. Helped us unlock our own potential. Helped us to not feel bad about doing the dishes. Because, you know, a lot of times we were cranky about having to do them. Wasn't our favorite thing to do, but we did it. Why? Because it had to be done. And everybody here is a doer. I look at every single person here, and I have talked to everybody at least once, and I am so happy that I'm able to speak to you all and kind of act as your representative, because you all are awesome. And it'll be amazing to see what you all do in the next couple of years. So, in conclusion, Thank you all for inspiring me, for pushing me harder. I hope at some point I did the same to you. I want to take the time to thank my family, thank everybody who came out here to support us all, even though I don't know you. But thank you for coming out to supporting these awesome chefs. The next step is different for every single person. It might be catering, it might be hawking knives on QVC, it might be a reality show. If it is, shout out to me, okay? But keep in touch, network. The person next to you might become your best friend in 10 years and you don't even know it, or you hated each other in culinary school. First and foremost, I want you to be passionate, take risks. Don't forget your urgency and your sense of urgency. Although it should be kind of Benjamin's urgency in this day and age. And remember, don't ever pass up an opportunity, because in my opinion, regret is the worst thing that we can all experience. Thank you.